Hi boys and girls, it's Miss White, and today we're on lesson 8. It looks like this on the worksheet. We're going to be talking about spelling with the letters C and K. We do this, we've already learned this, but we're just going to give it a little review, and we're going to talk about the rule, because there's this very specific rule that helps us know when to use C and when to use K. So let's look at some words. We have, that was the wrong paper. Here we go. Let's look at these words. Cat, keg, kin, cot, and cup. So when we look at these words, we see the next letter is a vowel. So they all begin with the k sound, but some start with a C and some start with a K. So here we see we have, when it's a C, we have an O, we have a U, we have an A, and then when it's a K, we have an E or an I. So that's part of our rule. We use a K if the next letter, so here's our blank, and then our next letter is an E or an I or a Y. We use a C if our next letter is an O, a U, or an A. So we're always looking at that next letter to decide if we're going to use a C or a K. Now, what about if it's a consonant? Well, for C, we're going to do any consonant. So we have the word chip, and we use we do a C. The word clock, we have an L, so we'd use a C. Crib, we have an R, so we'd use a C. So basically we're only starting a word with a K if E, I, or Y comes after it. Everything else is going to be a C. So we can move right on to our worksheet. And let's get started. So on our worksheet, you're going to see it gives you the rule right up here. So even if you forgot it, the rule is here. K for I, O, or U, and C for A, O, U, or any consonant. So on our first one, number 1, we have A, B. So we can go up and look at our rule, an A, and we use a C. Here we have an I. So we can come back up to our rule, and we see I is for K, so we know our word's going to be with a K. Next we have an O. Go to our rule. O is a C, so we're going to spell with a C. Here we have a U. Let's go up to our rule. U is a C. Next we have an E. Well, an E, we know, goes to a K, so we're going to spell with a K. Ooh, now we have a consonant. We know anytime it's a consonant, it's a C. We don't even have to look. Any consonant is a C. So let's put our C there. Next we have an A, so let's go back up if we're not sure. A is a C. I'm holding my paper very well. A C. All right, up here. Our first letter doesn't really matter. We're going over here to the letter after the blank. So we have an A is a C, so we're going to put a C there. Next, we have an I. So again, if we looked at our S and we were like, oh, consonant is a C, that's not right. We have to look at our I, and our I tells us that it's a K. Skip. We're going to look, here we have an I again. We know our I is a K, so we're going to do a K. Here we have a consonant. We know any consonant's a C, so let's put a C there. Again, we have an R. Any consonant is a C, so we're going to put a C there again. Here, we're not looking before the word, we're looking after, so we're looking at that T. It's a consonant, and we know any consonant is a C. Fact. And here, again, we have a consonant, so we know it's going to be a C. All right, make sure you have those all down. We're going to turn around. On the back page, you're going to do the exact same thing, but on your own. So just remember up here those rules. If you need to circle them or underline them so you remember, do that. All right, I'll see you next time.